This is how you check to see if your head is warped. I've cleaned off the gasket using a non-marring scraper and some chemicals, some WD-40 actually. This is what I have today. Not really exactly the best stuff, just regular WD-40 is fine. But that's what I have, so I'm using it. And then you take a good stone. You have to make sure that it's not warped. It's got to be nice and smooth and flat. A good granite stone can cost you upwards of $500, but if you've got a nice sharpening stone, that'll work too. And what I do is you take and you wet down the surface with the WD-40, and then you go in a figure 8 pattern like so. Not pressing too hard, making sure you're not raising it on any edges. And you look for any high spots or low spots. So if you have any gasket material left or even residue of the material, you can actually kind of clean it off with this, and it'll actually help to see if you have any high spots or low spots. To keep it nice and even. Make sure you keep plenty of lubricant on it to make sure it doesn't burn in your block, and it doesn't damage the surface of your head. And then make sure you clean it off really nice. You can see a little discoloration up here. That's obviously some kind of a low portion, but that area I'm not too worried about. The main areas is around here, around this little hole. Of course, that's just a bolt hole, but you see where you could leak. And mainly just around the holes, the oil journals. Make sure you have all the oil journals clean, and around where the cylinder is going to sit on this head. And once you have that all done up, clean. Plenty of mineral spirits or something like that, where you can pour through all the oil journals, make sure nothing is in there. I went ahead and took the quick route and didn't take any of this stuff off, but mineral spirits could damage those, so this is what I'm talking about if I miss my finger. So you want to take care not to get too much stuff on there, or if you do get something on there, make sure you pour some like a high flash solvent like alcohol or something like that to kind of flash off any oils and residuals. Alcohol would, be acceptable as well as flushing if you have it, just to make sure you don't have anything in those oil passages and oil journals. So right now you look and see that the fluid that's built up here is leaving behind some of the sediment from the stone and from the metal. It'll get in your spark plug here, so you can just take and clean it out with alcohol. Actually will work, or even if you wanted to take and stand this up like so. Probably won't stay up. I'm going to use another hand here. I don't have a third hand. Here, I'll do this. And you take and just spray it out. Making sure that you knock out all the sediment that has got in the spark plugs and in the holes. It doesn't have to be that WD-40, like I said. Mineral spirits will work great too. And yeah, have fun with that. Wait, before I go, you can see that I don't have any low spots on this one. I did have a little bit of an issue right in here where my head gasket blew, but it was obviously not from the head portion. I've got to check the cylinder portion the same exact way to make sure it's nice and concentric, if you will, if that's the correct word. And yeah, I've got the head gasket on order. So now all I got to do Make sure this is nice and clean. And put it all back together. And the cylinder part, of course, as well.